The Russian Defense Ministry reported that UAV operators of the 7th Guards Airborne Division destroyed infantry near the settlement of Plavny in the Zaporizhzhia region, disrupting the rotation of the Airborne Forces Command. ATV crew flee in panic after spotting Russian drones. The ATVs they left behind were destroyed. The Russian Defense Ministry announced that the Russian armed forces foiled 2 attempts to turn the Ukrainian armed forces in the direction of Konstantinovsky.
Don't forget to leave your opinion about the video in the comments, subscribe, and like.
In the Seversk direction, artillery from Russian reconnaissance troops destroyed another Ukrainian armed forces UAV control center. In the Seversk direction, FPV UAV operators of the 3rd Combined Arms Army of the South Troop Group detected and destroyed the UAV control center from which the UAV of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, Baba Yaga, was launched. Ukrainian soldiers stole the Russian drone, loaded it into a pickup truck, and tried to lose them in the woods. However, another Russian drone operator intercepted and destroyed the Ukrainian truck before it got too far away. Footage of the destruction of 2 Ukrainian pickups in Kharkiv region. The enemy's movement is under full control of the northerners' FPV calculations. Any vehicle lagging behind or moving in the direction of the LBS is instantly destroyed. The Ukrainian soldier fired at the Russian soldier running quickly below. The Russian soldier ran under heavy fire and entered the building where the Ukrainian soldiers were hiding. Not a single bullet hit the Russian soldier. What do you think the soldier did after entering the building? Write your thoughts about the image in the comments. Archive image. Striking images. Soldiers from the 42nd Guards Brigade reached Ukrainian positions in a damaged BMP, returned fire, and returned with a burning vehicle. This incident occurred during an attack on a heavily fortified brick factory in Mala Tokmachka, Zaporizhzhia Oblast. A tank and 2 armored vehicles were deployed. The rear vehicle was hit almost immediately, but the crew managed to complete their mission, including evacuating the soldiers. Don't forget to join our Telegram group. Friends, you can both support us and get early access to videos with YouTube Join subscription. Don't forget to support us by joining our channel. Russian drone operators detected the movement of a group of Ukrainian infantry during reconnaissance. The coordinates of this military group, walking at a distance of 5 to 10 meters apart, were quickly calculated, and they came under fire from Russian artillery while they were walking.
Kursk border region, Glushkovo district. A shelter for Ukrainian soldiers was identified in the Novi Put settlement area, and 2 soldiers who entered it were targeted. Russian drones reached Ukrainian positions in the village of Orlovka. Videos of Russian Geran drones have increased recently. In particular, the number of Geran attacks targeting Ukraine's capital, Kyiv, is increasing every day. Russian Geran technology has been updated, and the attack technique has also been changed. They fly at extremely high altitudes, and when they reach the target, they dive at a 90-degree angle toward the target. Russian UAV operators detected the location of Ukrainian armed forces soldiers in a forest and sent an FPV UAV equipped with fiber optic cable to monitor them. The shelter hit by the UAV quickly abandoned its position and fled without waiting for a second attack. If they had not left their position, they would have encountered a second attack. Footage of the liberation of a village in Donetsk. According to the Russian Defense Ministry, the liberation of the settlement is of great strategic importance for the development of the Russian army offensive. In the Kherson direction, UAV operators of the 49th Army foiled an attempt by the 121st Brigade of the Ukrainian forces to rotate its personnel. Thanks to the precise work of FPV UAVs, the enemy's movement was detected in time and immediately stopped. UAV operators of the Tula Guard's airborne division destroyed a Ukrainian armed forces mortar in the Sumy region. They then destroyed a Baba Yaga helicopter drone in the air. Drones of the 108th Gov DSP mercilessly shot down counterattackers in the Kamensky sector of the Zaporizhia direction. Oleksandro Kalinov direction. Received information from an allied unit that Vysushniki was moving on positions near Hrodivka. The Rubicon unit launched a series of attacks against the enemy infantry. The BC and another mobile vehicle filled with personnel of the armed forces of Ukraine were shot down by the FPV drone VT-40. The explosion of the BC was observed in the objective control frames. Russian assault troops threw a backpack full of TM-62 anti-tank guns into a bunker in the direction of Seversk and fled. The bunker was destroyed in one powerful explosion. The Russian Ministry of Defense released footage from Green Valley in the Donetsk People's Republic. Following the liberation of the settlement, it is reported that Western forces are advancing, pushing back the Ukrainian armed forces. Three Ukrainian soldiers entering a shelter in the direction of Kupiansk were detected by Russian reconnaissance UAVs. Their coordinates were calculated precisely and transmitted to attack drones. Shortly thereafter, the attack drones took action and destroyed the shelter. A fiber-optic drone attack hits a pickup truck belonging to the Ukrainian armed forces in the direction of Novoselovsky. Sumy direction. The Russian assault group broke into the positions of the Ukrainian armed forces. Almost effortlessly, it captured all the soldiers. No shots were fired. There was no fighting. They just surrendered. Those moments were captured on the helmet camera of a Russian soldier.
Быстрее! Тихо. Стой! Стой! Стой, 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 стой. У него кольцо здесь нахуй торчит, ты чё, блядь? Под гранатники. Сколько человек? Давай, давай, давай дальше. Туда, туда. Проходи, проходи, проходи. Сюда иди. Сюда, сюда, сюда. Сюда. Давай, 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 давай. Стой. Там остался кто еще? Сразу сюда кидай. Автомат! Автомат выкидывай, да? Давай сюда. Давай, пошел. Давай, руки поднял. Все, давай, давай, давай назад. Слышишь? Еще кто есть там? Давай руки, руки.
98th Airborne Division in Konstantinovsky direction. Airborne Division in the direction of Konstantinovsky. It shows a Ukrainian armored vehicle blown up after hitting a mine near Chasiv Yar. Then, a pickup truck coming to evacuate the crew is shot down by FPV drones. Russian reconnaissance UAV operators have uncovered a bunker actively used by infantrymen of the Ukrainian armed forces. Attack drones then mobilized and destroyed the bunker with a single strike. In Sumy region, a Turkish-made Kirpi-2 armored vehicle used by the Ukrainian armed forces was destroyed. The Kirpi-2 is a mine-protected armored personnel carrier produced by the Turkish defense industry company BMC. It is an improved and modernized version of the first Kirpi. It is used both by the Turkish armed forces and by many countries for export. Don't forget to join our Telegram group. UAV control point of the armed forces of Ukraine was found in the Zereknoye settlement. The reconnaissance drone was tracked and the position was revealed. Then the Russian Air Force destroyed the building of the UAV control point of the Ukrainian armed forces with a powerful explosion using Kh-39 missiles. While the pickup truck with the Ukrainian armed forces REB system was driving on the road, the soldier recording the video noticed the FPV drone. The soldier who recorded the video saved the lives of all Ukrainian soldiers in the whole pickup truck, because no one else noticed the drone. The model of the attack drone is not specified. Probably the REB system disrupted the drone's rotation and prevented it from hitting the vehicle. If it was a fiber optic drone, its rotation would not have been disrupted and it could have destroyed the vehicle. No soldiers were injured. Ukrainian soldiers continued on their way.